To set up a game of Aether, the Duel, begin by placing the game board in easy reach of both players. Place the action selection card nearby. Then, give each player the 4 pawns, energy track card, and double-sided reference card for their matching color. Place the element tokens near the gameplay area. Shuffle and cut the Fate deck, and place that near the game board. Each player then places one of their pawns on the number 9 spot on their energy track card, and one pawn on their starting space on the game board. Each round of the game begins with both players selecting a movement and an action for one of the 4 elements. The player whose color is shown on the top card of the Fate deck chooses first. In this case, purple is going to make a bold move and choose fire for their movement. Next, the orange player makes their selection. Players will select one action and one movement in each round, and each element may only be chosen once by either player. Once both players have made their selection, reveal the top card of the Fate deck. Then, resolve player actions in the order shown. In this case, Earth will be the first element that is activated. According to the action selection card, Orange selected Earth for their element for the attack action. Refer to the instruction booklet or your player reference card for the movements and attacks associated with each element. Keep in mind that attacks may not pass through the center gate space or through any other token or pawn that is on the board. In this case, the attack has no effect on the purple player, as it is not in line with any of the green cubes on the board. The next element on the card is fire. Fire was chosen by purple as their movement action. They're going to make a bold move and cross the board. Next we have air. Purple is going to use the air attack action by placing a lightning bolt adjacent to their space. In this case, 2 points of damage are going to be dealt to the orange player. The orange player will move their token down their energy track, the same number of points. Lastly, we trigger the water element action, in which case it was a movement for the orange player. When moving with the water element, you can move to any unflooded space. Then, players remove their pawns from the action selection card and begin the next round. In this case, the orange player will be choosing first for the next round. Skipping ahead a few turns, let's take a look at what happens when a player runs out of energy. In this case, the purple player is triggering an attack with the earth element. After placing their cube, the orange player is going to lose 3 points of energy, which drops them all the way down to their gate space. When a player runs out of energy, all of the element tokens for the element that caused the player to run out of energy are removed from the board. One of those tokens is placed onto an empty space on that player's energy track card. For the remainder of the game, that player will now cause an additional 2 points of energy and block 1 point of incoming energy loss for that associated element. The player also returns their pawn to their starting space on the board. Play continues until one player is forced to add a 4th element token to their energy card, at which point they have lost the game. Alternately, if the Fate card deck runs out, the player who has fewer tokens on their energy track card will be the winner. In the case of a tie, the player who is currently higher up on their energy track card will win. And if it is still a tie, then both players have played to a draw.